Oh, man. Oh, no. Tim Bradley under fire because someone out of Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso's gym, Oscar Valdez, tested positive for a banned substance, and he spoke his mind. We're going to talk about all that and more in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego, and I'm back with some of the good stuff. Smash the like button. I'm going to keep dropping the hits. It's Boxingego, the one and only, often imitated but never, ever duplicated. Smash the like button. We got to talk about Timothy Desert Storm Bradley. Timothy Desert Storm Bradley is under fire right now because he made some comments, and it was about Oscar Valdez. Listen, this is why I implore you guys to follow the channel, subscribe, like the video. It's too much information to keep going over in each video, so I'm going to give you the cliff notes. Top-ranked fighter out of Canelo's gym, Eddie Reynoso's gym, Oscar Valdez, tested positive. Long story short, they let him off the hook. This is a bad look for boxing. They're saying the commission and the WBC, there's no punishment. They're putting him on probation. They switched the rules, and a lot of people are disgusted with it. And Tim Bradley was one of the people who spoke his truest thoughts, and now people are coming for him, and they were asking his opinion. And they did an emergency episode to talk about it, which is now available on ESPN+. And people are insulting Tim Bradley now because he said something about a Mexican fighter. Let's not beat around the bush, right? Tim Bradley responded to this and says, "My opinion is not professional, but testing positive is. Let's make that make sense." So Tim Bradley, I don't always agree with him, but he's on fire. Ironic enough that Tim Bradley is under scrutiny from some of the racist fans and the race fans because he spoke out against a guy who failed a drug test. Now, for the sake of continuity and because I'm the best in the business, let's listen to what Timothy Bradley had to say about Oscar Valdez, and I'll continue this video. Roll the clip.
Knock him the hell out. That's what I hope.
So right here, this is Timothy Bradley, and he's giving his thoughts on what he thinks should happen to Oscar Valdez.
Knock him the hell out. That's what I hope. I hope for a miracle. If this fight goes on, if it doesn't change, I hope he get knocked out. Seriously. And I'm a fan of Oscar Valdez. I am. I'm hurt by this. I'm really hurt by this. You know, I went on national TV, on live TV, and said that this guy is now my hero after he defeated Burchell. I'm sick to my stomach about this situation, and I think that whether if it's a T or not or whatever it is, nobody care about that. You test positive, so everybody can think whatever the heck they want to think, and I'm thinking that you're dirty, my friend. That's just it, you know, and that's just, man, I'm done. I'm done. Go, move on. I'm done.
You know, I respect Conseil.
So that was Timothy Bradley. Some people said he was being too harsh, but he was being real. And now you see some of the racist fans, they're attacking Timothy Bradley, saying that he's in the wrong and he doesn't know, and, you know, all kinds of stuff. But it's funny how the rules bend. And it's funny how the rules change. That's why Tim Bradley put what you see on the screen. My opinion is not professional, but testing positive is. So he says he thinks he's dirty. He says, you saying it's in the T? And I already made a video about this. So Oscar Valdez claimed it was in the T, but then he did another video. So check my other video from today. And he says he doesn't know how it got in his system, right? You guys follow me on Twitter at Boxingego. The videos are there. You guys can see it. He says he doesn't know how it got in his system. So 1 minute he's saying it's the T, and the T is the culprit and the reason. Look, here it is right there. He said he's a clean fighter in this particular interview, right? And look what people are putting. Clean fighters don't fail drug tests. Look. So Eddie Reynoso's gym is now in the hot seat. These are past incidents that people are calling him. He says he's a clean fighter. He doesn't know how it got in his system. And it's funny, people want to bend and change the rules. They want to bend and change the rules when it's applicable because it's a fighter that you like. Listen, and the funny thing is you see the racist fans, you see some of the racist Latino or Mexican fans who are going to bat for Valdez, knowing that in similar situations or if the shoe was on the other foot, some of these same people would not go to bat for Jamal Charlo, Errol Spence. The reason I know this, Deontay Wilder, the reason I know this for a fact is because Wilder said that he believes he was cheated. He didn't say he cheated. He didn't get caught for cheating, but he said he believes that he was cheated by Tyson Fury and it fell on deaf ears. That's why Wilder says he's not speaking to media, right? Or he didn't say it. He just didn't speak to him. And he says in his interviews, a lot of people did this. A lot of people did this and a lot of people did this. So he said, okay, we'll see October 9th. And the other thing is Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Look at the double standards. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Oh, my God. When he wore headphones, literal Beats by Dre that you can go to any Best Buy, and if it's in stock, you can pick them up same day, right? He wore headphones. And for some of these same people in old media, this became a talking point, and Wilder was chastised, and people said he had some audacity, some nerve to be wearing headphones and not be given a bunch of exclusives. Even ESPN, Mark Kriegel said, oh, Wilder then went and talked to some YouTubers, right, and tried to insult them because there was only a couple of people that Wilder, while he was in LA for that press conference for Tyson Fury, he only gave select people access, right? And because he wore a black fighter, wore headphones, this became the talk of the town. What part of the game is it where you could fail a drug test and based on national pride or creed or bearing a flag or whatever, we can break the rules like the WBC, the Arizona Commission, and I got several videos coming about this. That's why we're doing the Valdez Concession blackout. I am not watching it. I'm not supporting it. I'm just getting the content out that I want to inform, but I'm not supporting the event. It will not, ESPN and Disney will not receive my view. And I have ESPN Plus. I just watched the Darren Till loss to Brunson on ESPN Plus, but I won't be watching this. Hashtag blackout. We got to set the tone. We got to set a standard. They want to play games and continually change. And then, like I said, with Tim Bradley, he's being called names because he called someone who failed a drug test. He thinks you're dirty, and it's not making sense to him. And again, the racists, they're going to come up with all types of examples and try to throw other people under the bus or whatever. But the person, the man of the hour is Oscar Valdez. He says, I had something in my system. I don't know how it got there. You said it was herbal tea. Now you don't know how it got there. They shouldn't even had him do that interview with Mark Kriegel because it made it look worse, and the WBC looked worse, and the commission looked worse. So if they want to play these games, salute to fighters, Devin Haney, Tim Bradley, Andre Ward, everybody who has spoke up, George Kambosos. I've seen a lot of fighters, Sonny Edwards, Josh Taylor, a lot of fighters speaking up. And the time is now. We got your back. Fair is fair, right is right. If certain fighters failed a drug test, it wouldn't be that. Because like I said, Wilder wore headphones and people accused him of being a coward and afraid of the media. So how does he have no quote unquote protection from old media and they don't see a problem with Oscar Valdez failing a drug test and still being commissioned to fight, but Wilder wearing headphones is a problem? Fetterman, you have to have a prescription. Oscar Valdez just told you he didn't have a prescription for it and he don't know how it got in his body. It's your fault. Your team, you make hundreds of thousands, $1 million, or whatever your salary is. You got to be responsible. And he hasn't even so much as apologized. That's the other thing. Tim Bradley is being accused of all this and people saying Ego is a hater. Oscar Valdez has not, from what I heard, he has not apologized. He just said, so this is pretty bold. So I'm not supporting it. Shout out to Tim Bradley. He said he hoped Valdez get knocked out because, and the thing is, Bradley, he's a fighter. He's always in crazy shape. When he was fighting, he didn't have this in his career. He used to come shredded. So it's a code that the fighters live by, and it's just not to be respected if you you have such a lack of confidence in your ability where you can't fight in the up and up. It's that simple. Boom. Let me know how I did in this video. More to come. This is shocking. This is a bad look for boxing. And shout out to guys like Tim Bradley for doing this right. Deuces.